Good morning, dear children. In class 7th, the previous class we have discussed the solved numericals from our unit 1, physical quantities and measurement. Today we are going to continue our solved numericals. All those who have the book, please take out your book and stay the video carefully. Okay, till 9 questions we have discussed yesterday. Today we are going to start with our 10th question. The 10th question is the length, breadth and height of a room are 8 meter, 5 meter and 3 meter respectively. 8 meter, 5 meter, 8 meter, 5 meter, 3 meter respectively. Okay. If density of air is 1.29 kilogram per meter cube, find the mass of air in the room. Find the mass of air in the room. Okay, this is our question. So here it is given that length is equal to 8 meter, breadth is equal to 5 meter, height is equal to 3 meter. Density of air is equal to D is equal to 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. We don't have the volume here, but here it is given length, breadth and height. What we have to find out first? The volume. We know the equation to find out the volume. V is equal to L into B into H. L is equal to 8 meter, B is equal to 5 meter and H is equal to 3 meter. By multiplying these three values, we will get the answer V volume, that is equal to 120 meter cube. Okay, now we got V and we already know that D, and also we know that the formula of density, that is equal to M upon V, mass upon volume. Density D is equal to mass upon volume. Now how to find out the mass of air? What is the formula to find out M? That is equal to V into D. Mass M is equal to V into D. Volume we already found here. That is 120 meter cube, and D is already given there 1.29. Here it is given volume, that is 1.29. Sorry, density, that is 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. Now we know that the volume also. Then use the relation, use the formula, that is V into D. Then we can write this one as 120 meter cube into 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. By doing the solution, by multiplying these both values, we will get finally 154.8 kg. That is the final answer. The mass of air M is equal to 154, mass of air M is equal to 154.8 kg. Okay students, you understood now? Now we will move to 11th question. What is 11th question? You please read it. A copper piece of mass 88 gram when immersed completely into water contained in a measuring cylinder. What will happen? Rises the level of water from 15 ml to the 25 ml. When we immersed 88 gram of copper piece, its water level will increase 15 ml to 25 ml. What are the points we have to find out? Find the volume of copper piece and the density of copper. Clear? Okay, this is our question. Now we are going to do the solution here. Okay, students, here it is given that M is equal to 88 gram, V1 the initial level of the water, that is equal to 15 ml, the final level, that is V2, that is 25 ml. First of all, we have to find out the volume. Volume V is equal to V2 minus V1. The concepts we have discussed. How to find out volume V, that is V2 minus V1, final level minus initial level. Here it is final level, that is 25 ml, initial level 15 ml. So 25 ml minus 15 ml, that is equal to 10 ml. Clear? That means 10 ml is equal to 10 centimeter cube. So we got the volume of copper piece now, that V is equal to 10 centimeter cube. Now we can find out the density of copper by using our familiar relation D is equal to M upon V. We know that what is M, that is 88 gram, what is V, that is 10 centimeter, now we got. So please do the calculation M upon V, 88 gram upon 10 centimeter cube, that will give the final answer 8.8 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, students, now we will move to 12th question, conversion. Convert the following speeds in meter per second. Convert the following speeds in meter per second, that is our question. First one, 3 kilometer per minute, and second one, 36 kilometer per hour. Okay, students. So first of all, we are going to discuss the first question A, 3 kilometer per minute. How to do? We know that 3 kilometer is equal to 3000 meter. That is 3 into 1000 meter. 1 minute is equal to 1 minute. That is equal to 60 seconds. That can be written here. Okay. Then finally, we are getting here the value 3 into 1000. 3 into 1000 meter divided by 60 seconds. Clear? So by cancelling this 0, 0. Clear? So 3 2 ja 6, then 2 50. We are getting 50 meter per second here the answer. Okay, students. Now we are going to convert. 36 kilometer per hour. 36 kilometer is equal to, we know that 36,000 meter. 1 hour is equal to how many seconds? 60 into 60 seconds. Okay, so we can write that relation like this: 36 into 1000 meter divided by 60 into 60. Okay, students. By calculating this one very easily, we know that just cancel it and we'll get the final answer 10 meter per second. Okay, students. Now our 13th question. Please read the question. A car travels a distance of 200 km in 3 hours. In 3 hours, a car travels 200 km. Find the speed of car in meter per second. Then here it is given that distance D is equal to 200 km. That is equal to how many meter? 200 into 1000 meter. Time is given, that is 3 hours. Time is given 3 hours in seconds. How will convert it? 3 into 60 into 60 seconds. Okay. Now we got the time in seconds and D, that is in meter, okay, distance. Clear, students? Now we are going to use the relation or formula v. The speed v is equal to distance upon time. The speed v is equal to distance upon time t, distance d upon time t. So here is already given the values, we already know the values. Distance d is equal to 200 into 1000 meter, the time t is equal to 3 into 60 into 60 seconds, that we are going to substitute here. By calculating these numerals, we will get the final answer 18.5 meter per second, final answer. Okay. Now we are going to do 14th solved numericals, that is here. Please read the question. A cyclist is moving with a speed of 20 km per hour. How long will he take to travel a distance of 1.5 km? Okay, students, a cyclist is moving with a speed of 20 km per hour. What is our question to find out? How long will he take to travel a distance of 1.5 km? Clear? Time. So for this, here it is given the speed v is equal to 20 km per hour, distance d is equal to 1.5 km. From the relation v is equal to d upon t, distance upon time, we know that the time t is equal to d upon v, distance upon v. Clear? Now t is equal to 1.5 kilometer, please mark it, t is equal to 1.5 kilometer, that is already given, and 20 kilometer per hour, that is equal to 0.075 hour. That can be converted as in second, 0.075 multiplied by 60 into 60 seconds, that is equal to 270 seconds. You know the calculation now? Okay, very good. Now we are going to discuss about the 15th question. A car travels 20 minutes with a constant speed of 54 km per hour. Find the distance travelled by the car. We have to find out the distance. Time is given here, that is 20 minutes. It can be converted into seconds. We know that 20 into 60, that is equal to 1200 seconds. Okay. Now speed v is equal to, already given here, 54 km per hour. The speed v, that is equal to 54 km per hour. Then that is equal to 54 into 1000 meter divided by 3600 seconds, that is equal to 15 meter per second. We are going to convert this one into meter per second. 54 kilometer, that we know that already we have done some questions. We have done some questions here. Okay. 54 into 54 kilometer is equal to 54 into 1000 meter and divided by 3600 seconds. 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. By doing this calculation, we will get the final answer in speed v. Speed v is equal to 15 meter per second. Okay, students. Now we know that the relation v, that is equal to distance upon time. So distance, from this relation we can find out the formula to find out d, that is equal to v into t. V into t, speed v into t. Speed is equal to distance upon time. From here we can make the relation d is equal to speed into time. Now we know that what is speed? Speed is equal to 15 meter per second. A time is equal to 1200 seconds. By multiplying these both values, we will get the answer 18,000 meter or 18 kilometer. Final answer. Okay, students. Now we are going to read the 16th question. A body A travels a distance 600 meter in 1 minute, while body B travels a distance of 1 kilometer in 20 seconds. Which body moves faster? Give reason. We will discuss here. For a body A, distance for a body A, okay, we are going to consider the body A first. For body A, the distance d1, that is equal to 600 meter, time t1, that is equal to 1 minute, that is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, for body A, the details are given here. For body A, distance d1 is equal to 600 meter, and time 1 minute, that is equal to 60 seconds. The speed of body A, V, we can assume that is V1. Speed of body A, suppose that is V1, that is equal to d1 upon t1. d1 we know that it is already given here, and t1, that is 60 seconds. So, by using this formula, we can do 600 meter divided by 60 seconds. By doing the calculation, okay, we will get the final answer 10 meter per second. That is speed of body A. Okay. Now we are going to find out body B. The distance d2, that is equal to 1 kilometer. That means 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. Okay. T2, the time is 20 seconds. Time is 20 seconds. Speed of the body, suppose that is V2, that is equal to d2 upon t2. Distance upon time. Speed V2 is equal to distance, second distance divided by second time. That is equal to 1000 meter divided by 20 seconds. By dividing this, we will get the final answer 50 meter per second. 50 meter per second. Okay. Thus, first one body, you see, first one body, what is the speed? That is equal to 10 meter per second. Second body, that is 50 meter per second. So, we can say that body B moves faster than body A. Body B moves faster than body A. Okay, students, these are the numericals. These are the solved questions given here in the book. If you have any doubt, you can ask to me directly when the class starts. If you have doubts, don't worry, I am here with you to solve your doubts. Okay, today I am going to wind up my session. Wait for next video. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.